Well, here is yet another Russell Wilson video, right? We've all seen the saga, the ups and downs that has been Russell Wilson's career post Seattle Seahawks, all right? Went to Denver, season didn't go so well. Next season comes around, they hire a new head coach, all right? Mr. Sean Payton. It is evident that Sean Payton did not want or did not at the time want Russell Wilson. They tried to get him to restructure his contract. He did not want to do that. They subsequently benched him for the last 9 games of the season, so that way they can salvage his body. That way they can either put him on the trade block or release him. And, well, that's exactly what happened. A few days ago, Russell Wilson was released from the Denver Broncos. A lot of you saw that. I covered that myself. And, well, a lot of people were wondering where would be the next landing spot for Mr. Unlimited.
Mr. Unlimited. You got to be unlimited.
Well, it would seem as if that question did not take that long to answer. To be honest with you, Russ was a great quarterback, and it seems like the people that waved the terrible towel has chosen danger.
It's called the Danger Witch, and it's dangerously good.
So we're going to talk about it as only your boy, Mr. Normie, can do. So without further ado, welcome to Normieville.
I can't say anymore. I'm probably already in trouble for mentioning it to we call you normies.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see here from ESPN, this was perf some hours ago. I was at my normie job, so I wasn't able to cover it, even though I did leave you a short that most of you watched. Thank you for your viewership, all right? As you can see here from ESPN, sources Russell Wilson to sign free agent deal with the Steelers. Yes, the Steelers have chosen to take him, and to be honest with you, I believe this is a good fit. For all of you out there, this is going to be my take on it. Don't at me. Russell Wilson is still a starting quarterback. He is not a backup, all right? Russell Wilson still has plenty in the tank, and I believe that if he has a season like he did last year, with his numbers were pretty decent if you ask me, I believe he can take the Pittsburgh Steelers to the playoffs, okay? I'm not going to say Super Bowl, but I believe this team could be better with Russell Wilson at the helm. Now, I don't know what they're going to do with Mason Rudolph. I think he's a free agent. Of course, they're keeping the other guy, Mr. Pickett, right? So we're going to see what happens with this whole quarterback joust, I guess, in the future. But let's get the details of this deal. Follow me.
Broncos country, let's ride.
9-time Pro Bowl quarterback and 1-time Super Bowl champion Russell Wilson plans to sign with the Pittsburgh Steelers, league sources told ESPN. Wilson will sign a 1-year deal for the veteran minimum, which is $1.2 million. The Denver Broncos, who told him last week he would be released, will pay the rest of Wilson's $37.8 million salary while he wears the black and yellow. Yes, indeed, he's the lead. In a social media post Sunday night, Wilson wrote, year 13, grateful. With it was an accompanying video of the Steelers and their fans. Now, this is year 13 for Russell Wilson in the league. Of course, most of his time was spent in Seattle, 2 years with Broncos, and now he is officially a Pittsburgh Steeler. All right, I think this is great news. He took the 1-year minimum, the 1-year veteran minimum, which I think was a good deal. But, and I will leave a link to this article also in the description box, there are reports that Russell Wilson was trying to get teams to sign him with the player option for 2025, which essentially would put them in the hole with a big deal, with a big financial bit, just like the Broncos did. And of course, all the teams basically said, no.
Bitch, ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
That you're not gonna put me in the hole just like you got the Broncos and try to beat this big payday, right? So, yeah. But let's check out this video from Russell Wilson on his Twitter page and his, I guess, introduction to the Steeler Nation. Let's check this out. Okay, I'm not gonna play the more of that. I'm sure you all might be a little sad about that. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But for copyright reasons, I don't know if this song was going to be pop up on YouTube, so I had to cut it short. All right, which some of this might be muted actually because copyright reasons. So sorry about that again as well. Anyway, this is him introducing himself to the Steeler Nation. Of course, as only Russell Wilson can do, it's going to be in dramatic fashion. No surprise there. Let's read some more. With permission from the Broncos, because he is still under contract until the start of the new league year on Wednesday, Wilson visited with the Steelers officials in Pittsburgh for over 6 hours on Friday. He met with, among others, Coach Mike Tomlin and the new offensive coordinator, Arthur Smith. The two sides had mutual interests that led to the deal. Wilson now heads to Pittsburgh with Kenny Pickett, the Steelers' 2022 first-round pick, being the only quarterback currently under contract with the team. Mason Rudolph is entering free agency after starting 3 games for Pittsburgh last season. Of course, Wilson was told last week he would be released Wednesday, ending a tumultuous 2-season run with Denver, went 11-19 in his starts and failed to make the playoffs. He was benched with 2 games remaining in the 2023 season, ending the campaign with 3,070 passing yards to go with 26 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. We understand his deal. The Broncos signed Wilson to a 5-year, $242.6 million deal. After his arrival in the blockbuster trade with Seattle Seahawks in 2022, many of you know this trade. I've covered this a few times, what they had to give up to get Russell. And so, a lot of people are saying this is the worst trade in NFL history. You can make the call on your own on that one, all right? Denver will take the hit on an $85 million. $85 million hit in money on his salary cap over the next 2 seasons because it's released. Now, if you've been covering the reports on Twitter and other ESPN on YouTube, the Denver Broncos has actually unloaded a lot of people on their roster to try to make up for this $85 million hit. So they released some of their defense, some of their offensive weapons, or maybe their line or whatever, but they've gotten rid of some pieces. I've been paying attention over the last few days. They've released a lot of people. So, keep an eye on that because the Broncos are trying to get as much money off of their cap as they possibly can for the upcoming years, all right? So let me finish this article. Wilson has won against the Steelers during his career. In 2 starts against Tomlin and Pittsburgh, Wilson is 2-0 with 8 touchdown passes, no interceptions, and a 147.1 passer rating. Sorry about that, guys. Steelers' 2024 schedule includes a game in Denver against the Broncos that now could feature Wilson's return. I believe it will. So, you see it. Russell Wilson is now part of the black and gold. He is now with the infamous coach Mike Tomlin, which has had a winning season every season he's been there. He hasn't made the playoffs every year, but he's had a winning season. I forgot how many Super Bowls he got under his belt. But Mike Tomlin is a winning coach. He has a winning attitude. They have a good pedigree out there, a good attitude, if you will. And I think Russell Wilson will thrive if he's able to do the right thing, stay athletic, if he's willing to take mentorship and tutelage from Mike Tomlin. I think the team and Russell Wilson will be able to do great things, all right? So, thank you for attending another episode of Normieville. You know me, I'm just Normie, here to bring you the latest and greatest in sports, news, entertainment, and politics. Let me know what you think about this this signing down in the comment section. And please hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and the notification bell on your way out of the door. And I will see you on the next video.